Hello, thinking theologians. I'm Don. I am out and about doing errands, and I just wanted to do this quick thing because it's on my mind a lot. And it's the difference between using the phrase, I believe something versus I know something. And the root of trouble among people is when we say, I know something. And it goes like this. When you say you believe something, that's pretty much unassailable, right? And it leaves room for open dialogue and so forth. But when you say you know something, what's being said is, the next step is, I've got the truth, and therefore, if someone disagrees with you on that thing, they must necessarily be wrong. And so when we think that we're the defenders of God or God's word or God's truth, if you take that position that it's up to you, then the next step is to sort of have a me versus you mentality. And there's some verses in the Bible that actually, taken out of context, suggest that that is it. He who's not for me is against me, which is a very aggressive stance to take. But when you assume you've got the truth, I was standing online at the post office not too long ago, and I was talking with a gentleman there, and he got into talking about some biblical stuff, and he was very assertive with the idea. He's like, I know where I'm going when I die. And I'm like, all right, well, that's fine. I think a better statement is, I believe I know where I'm going. But the thing is, when nobody can argue with you when you say you know where you're going when you die, that's one of those things where I'd wind up having to prove a negative if I contradict you. But to go back to the simple statement, when you say, I believe that Jesus did this, or I believe that Moses received the command, or whatever, that's fine. There's room for discussion about those issues too, generally speaking. But Bertrand Russell said it really well. Let me see, what did he say? He said, like, the degree of one's emotions varies inversely with one's knowledge of the facts or of the truth, something to that effect. And though I don't think that's categorically true, I have seen evidence of that people who tend not to be able to back up their opinions much tend to be very strong in their emotions about them. So that's a different psychological discourse, which I won't be undertaking as far as I know. But I believe something is a much better way, in my estimation, of saying I know something. So just keep that in mind and see if it plays out in your life and bears some good fruit, and go from there. Thanks for playing along. Thanks. I was just on a drive to go do some errands, and I figured I'd run this one. All right. See you in another video, guys. Have a great day.